How well do you know your ragas? In today's video, I'm going to give you a very big reality check on where you stand with your ragas. It doesn't matter how many years you have learnt music. It doesn't matter which guru you have learnt from. It doesn't matter how many compositions you have learned. For some time, let us leave all that baggage aside and let us take a quick test to find out. So I'm going to ask you 3 simple questions. And if your answer to all the 3 questions is yes, then that means your understanding of ragas is really good. You have a great relationship with them and you are progressing on a very good track. But if your answer to even one question is no, then that means that there is some serious gap in your learning and that needs to be fixed immediately. Okay, so let's jump right into this very, very important test. I'm Pratibha Sarathy and you're watching VoxGuru's YouTube series. If you enjoy this video, please do subscribe to this channel right away and motivate me to keep creating great content for you. My first question is, can you sing any raga with completely plain notes? Even a raga like say Ananda Bhairavi, which has a lot of gamakams, right? So Ananda Bhairavi with gamakam sounds like Sa ga ri ga ma pa da pa sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa, right? Now can you sing this Arohanam and Avarohanam completely plain with 0 gamakam? Okay, so how would that go? Sa ga ri ga ma pa da pa sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. Okay, so I want you to sing it as if you are playing it on a keyboard. It should be that plain. No connections, no glides, no oscillations, nothing. Now if you are able to do this, then it means you have a very good understanding of the pure Swarasthanas, the pure notes. Ultimately, Gamakas are being applied to the pure notes, right? It is the pure note which is getting embellished or beautified through the Gamakas. So unless you know the pure note really well, how can you understand the Gamaka? How will you even know which note is getting that Gamaka? I see many students who are unable to sing without Gamakas. Even a simple Arohanam and Avarohanam. Only if they give all the oscillations and the glides and everything, only then they are able to sing it. They are not able to sing it completely plain. They are not able to face the pure notes. That is not a good thing at all. That is like saying that I don't like to see my face without makeup, right? My face should always be fully decked up and decorated. Only then I can face myself. That's not a healthy approach, right? Similarly, in music also, Gamakas are nothing but a decoration on the plain notes. So you need to know your plain notes really well. The second question is, can you sing your varnams with perfect Gamakas? You know, Gamakas are not just a random shake on the notes or a random oscillation, right? In every raga, there is a certain way in which Gamakas have to be sung. Some notes can have Gamakams, some notes should never have Gamakams. Some notes are oscillated, some notes are glided, some notes are given a stress. So each of these details have to be explained while teaching a varnam. I was very surprised to see a student singing Shankarabharanam varnam like this. Sa ni sa da ni pa ma pa ma ga ma pa da ni pa da ni. I was really shocked because Shankarabharanam is actually a very, very Gamaka laden heavy raga in Carnatic music. So actually the varnam goes like this. Sa ni sa da ni pa ma pa ma ga ma pa da ni pa da ni sa re sa ni da pa da ni. So you see how much of detailing is there in the Gamakas, how many connections there are between the notes. Only if you sing with all these Gamakas, you are singing raga Shankarabharanam, right? Otherwise, you are just singing the scale of Shankarabharanam. It is not a raga at all. If you want to practice your scales, by all means practice alankaras, practice any pattern that you want. You can make it as complicated as you want. But if you are coming to sing a varnam, which is a composition, then you need to apply the raga element also, right? Just singing a varnam like a scale is quite pointless. If you are learning varnams in a very monotonous way, where your teacher is singing something and you are just repeating it, where there is no discussion about the Gamakas or which note has what kind of gamakam and so on, then there is a big gap in the approach. Okay, and that will make you struggle all the more when you go to the next stages of kritis and manodharma. Now the third very important question is, can you decode the swaras of any kriti that you learn? Now I have seen students who say that they have learnt 100, 200 kritis or more. But if I ask them to decode a particular phrase into swaras, they are not able to do it. Now why do you need to do this decoding first of all? Can't you just learn ragas just by the feel of it? Well, you can learn songs just by the feel of it. Even if you don't want to decode, some people are gifted with a good ear, so even with the words itself, they will manage to get a good amount of clarity in what they sing. But mastering ragas is not just about singing songs, right? There is a next stage called manodharmam. Now in manodharmam, you have to create your own phrases. You have to create a raga alapana. You have to sing swarams around a particular line of the kriti. You have to do neraval with the lines of the kriti. So if you are learning a kriti like Bagumirakanunatho, you should be able to break it down as Bagu Sani. So the ni is originating from sa and coming down to ni. So although we are saying ni, we are actually singing Sani, right? Ni. So that's what is happening here. And the next part, Mira Sarigama. It is actually a simple arohanam phrase. But look at the nuance here. Sarigama. Now once you have learnt it like this from your teacher, then in future, if you listen to a similar phrase in another composition, or let's say in an alapana, like if you hear something like Tadana, you can immediately trace it back to this phrase. It may not be the exact same phrase, but there might be bits and pieces of it which you will recognize. So that kind of association you can do only if you have understood the language of those gamakas. If you are merely learning it through muscle memory, just by remembering the tune alone, then you will not be able to apply it to other compositions. You will not be able to apply it to manodharma. So ask yourself this question. Are you learning every kriti with this level of detailing? Are you being encouraged to decode the swaras of every phrase, and is your teacher guiding you and correcting your mistakes? And through this activity, are you getting more clarity on the possible gamakas of the raga? Because if you are not learning it in this way, then it means you are learning a lot of compositions, but you are not necessarily getting closer to the raga. You are not necessarily mastering the raga. Hope you enjoyed this video and will post your answers in the comments below. So every question has a simple yes or no answer, right? So please post your answer to all the 3 questions that I have asked today. And if your answer to any of these questions is no, then that means there is some gap in your learning and that needs to be fixed. So if you are looking for a great place to learn Carnatic music and to learn ragas in the right manner, then please join VoxGuru's live Carnatic curriculum. We have a very, very systematic approach towards ragas. So we will ensure that you learn the right things at the right time. So the way gamakas are introduced, the way we go from simple gamakas to complex gamakas, the way we explain the details of each and every raga, the way we break down the phrase and help you understand how the notes are moving. All this we will learn in great level of detail. So with every composition that you learn, you will yourself feel that you are a few steps closer to the raga. So if you want to join us, then please drop us a WhatsApp message right away. I have shared the link in the description. So just say hello and we'll get back to you with all the details. And if you want to explore some self-learning courses, whether in Carnatic music or voice culture or ear training or Hindustani music, we have plenty of courses available for you on the VoxGuru app. Okay, so these are also very detailed courses, but they are self-learning courses. So you will not have a teacher on the other side. So if you prefer that format for whatever reason, then please do explore the VoxGuru app. I have shared the link for that also in the description. So I'll be eagerly waiting for that WhatsApp message from you. Take care and see you soon.